So you'll have to maybe excuse the quality of this video because I'm using my Android phone and not my iPhone to record this video. The reason I'm recording it in this way is just the topic that I'm kind of discussing. It's more of a warning to other people. Fucking the dreaded disc rot, it does exist. I thought it was just a myth, a load of bollocks that idiots have made up. And yes, I kind of discovered this because I was looking at basically I've got, you know, a lot of Saturn games. I've got a lot of disc-based games in general, and I was looking at maybe a CD kind of resurfacing, polishing, whatever you want to call it, type machine, to some sort of solution for that. And yeah, one of the guys on one of the videos I was watching said you need to basically check a disc. Say for example, where is it? I've got Rayman here somewhere. There it is. And if I take this disc out, this game doesn't work. It's in pretty decent condition, manual, box, etc. Disc doesn't look too bad, but then if I hold it up to the light, like I say, I have to apologise for the quality, but you can see there, right there, that's a scratch in the silver layer of the disc, which is basically the aluminium layer. I say aluminium because I was fucking watching some like Dutch idiot ramble on about how oxygen gets in and the disc rusts. There's no fucking steel on a CD, you fucking moron. So yeah, that is why this game does not work. That is not disc rot. That is basically some idiot has scratched the game on the top at some point somehow, whether it's with the fingernails or what. It's basically because the Sega were using cheap kind of printing on the discs, I guess. But yeah, moving on. This here, Mortal Kombat 2, was a game that it took me a while to get it to work. I picked this up at Christmas and it didn't work first time. I polished the disc up a bit. Sometimes you can use toothpaste because it's got that kind of fine grit going on for the toothpaste. And the game eventually worked and played pretty fine. So if I hold this one up, can we see it? Yes, we can see a little bit of the disc rot there. You see those right there. It's harder to see when I zoom in, but when I zoom out you can see it there. It's kind of hard to hold this in a way where you can see it and my hands aren't in the way, but yes, there are little pinholes. There's some over here. You can just make them out there. Yeah, just at that angle you can see them right in the centre there of the where I'm kind of focusing. And yes, this game is basically riddled with disc rot because there is no way you could scratch a game in that manner. It seems to me as though these discs where they're not really printed on the top are the most susceptible to this. So if I take, for example, Sega Ages Volume 1, that has, as you can see, a lot more print on the disc. That doesn't have any disc rot whatsoever, works fine, awesome. Here we have Gex, which is another predominantly silver disc, and there is a little bit of disc rot on this one. That bit there is a scratch, to be honest. There you can see there's a little bit of disc rot. Right, if I get that over the centre of the light bulb there, that is disc rot there. So yeah, another silvery game. I don't know what you'd describe that as. Limitedly printed, sparingly printed, I don't know. So if I take Journalomu Rugby, just to prove that it isn't all silverback games or silverback gorillas. So yeah, this one is pretty fine. There's no disc rot or anything on that. The disc's in good condition, the game's in good condition. I have seen some reports that, for example, if you've got the manual in there, not necessarily Sega Saturn manuals, but some paper can have sulphur in, and that can cause accentuate disc rot or start off the old reaction. I've just had to delete a load of shit off my phone. Yeah, luckily Skeleton Warriors is in pretty decent shape, and unfortunately Gex, which is going for around 50 quid at the minute, does have a little bit of disc rot, not quite the level of Mortal Kombat 2. Hopefully this game still works, but at the minute I just don't know what to do with my Saturn collection at the minute, because I can't be doing with this. I do take care of my games. A lot of these sit on the shelf for a lot of the time. I keep them kind of dry, I keep the curtains and stuff all closed in here, but yeah, disc rot, I thought it was a load of bollocks. I thought it was just scaremongering people, just, you know, when people work off theory and not practice. I thought it was just that, but yeah, in practice disc rot is real, and it scares the life of me to think about going through all of these games and checking which ones have rot. It's not just the Saturn, I've seen online PS2 games. GameCube is actually allegedly the worst for it. Going forward, I mean, Blu-ray discs, you see how kind of opaque and transparent and thin looking they are. God knows what's going to go on with them. But DVDs are kind of sandwiched between two plastic discs, the reflective layer is, so they're a bit less susceptible, but still PS2 suffering from it. So yeah, I don't know what to do. Fuck this, somebody kill me. So I'm going to drink some beer, and I'm going to put these back on the shelf and try to forget about them, to be honest. Fuck my life.